You're listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.
Three numbers before the open. KOSPI up 3.68%. Foreign investors buying 2.8 trillion won. And corporate bond issuance at a 4-year low. Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix both jumped roughly 6% Wednesday. Top brokerages just posted their first ever 10 trillion won half. And big companies are quietly skipping the bond market altogether. It's Thursday, August 13th. Here's what today's story could mean for the Korean market. Korean corporate bond yields have climbed from the 2 to 3% range last year to the mid-4% range this year, driven by Middle East-linked oil prices and a chip sector boom pushing up inflation expectations. At the same time, U.S. AI infrastructure spending news, from CoreWeave's earnings to Supermicro's order book, sent foreign money into Korean semiconductor stocks. That combination is splitting the market. Equities are rallying, while the corporate bond market is freezing up. Here's what the numbers show. The KOSPI closed at 6,579.04 on Wednesday, up 233.51 points, or 3.68%, a third straight day of gains. Foreign investors bought 2.84 trillion won of shares, triggering the year's 23rd buy-side circuit breaker, while individual investors sold 3.19 trillion won to lock in profits. Samsung Electronics rose 6.68% to 255,500 won, and SK Hynix gained 5.54% to 1.5 million won. 3-year AA- corporate bond yields hit 4.651% last month, the highest since November 2023, discouraging new debt sales. Top 10 brokerages posted a combined 10.26 trillion won in first-half net profit, up 129% year-on-year, led by Mirae Asset's 2.9 trillion won, a record for any securities firm. Corporate bond issuance by major companies fell 32% this year to 29.2 trillion won, a 4-year low, as firms like Samsung Biologics and Shinsegae shelved planned bond sales. So, what does this mean for your portfolio today? Earlier, we flagged 3 numbers before the open. Here's what that actually means for your positions. The rally is concentrated in semiconductors and brokerages, riding record trading volume. So watch whether that breadth holds beyond chips into cosmetics, defense, and power equipment, as some analysts are now flagging. Keep an eye on tonight's U.S. CPI print and this month's Bank of Korea meeting. Both could decide whether foreign buying continues or higher for longer rates pull money back out of stocks and bonds alike. What to watch? Tonight's U.S. July CPI release, which the market expects to show cooling headline and core inflation. This month's Bank of Korea rate decision, alongside the 2027 budget announcement, both flagged as bond market swing factors. And whether third-quarter brokerage earnings hold up, since July's average daily trading value fell to 36.9 trillion won, from May and June's 50 trillion won peaks. That's today's AI PRISM. stock investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI PRISM is a WAN-IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.